Okay, David again here from Ozkem. Okay, this is the training that we did with Ascentra in applying the DTM Coil Defender product, the anti-corrosional product that it's going to be sprayed onto the condenser coils for corrosion protection. Firstly, what we first did was made the area ready and approachable and ready for coating. So what we did was we put plastic on the wall, we put plastic on the floor. As you can see, there's no paint left over. It's a clean job, it's a professional environment. We haven't left any glue anywhere, and that's because we covered around on the floor. Anything that's done needs to be repaired. We taped up certain parts of the condenser so we could keep it white and remove the parts that were going to be removed. So the initial process of this was to firstly take what parts we could of the exterior part so we could get access to the coil. We then, from the opposite direction, blew air over the coil to loosen up any dust and debris and dirt before adding water on. If just adding water on directly, straight away will turn into a mud sludge. So we broke it up with air first and then proceeded by first hosing the coil down and getting rid of all the dirt and any loose debris. Once we got rid of all that, then we mixed up the first stage of our coating process, which is Coil Defender Prep. This is going to remove dirt and de-rusting and any loose fragments of aluminium that have already been corroded. We want to get that removed so we have a strong point of adhesion. So first we have to remove the dirt and any loose particles of aluminium, and that's done with Coil Defender Prep. That is mixed at a 10-to-1 ratio. It's mixed at a 10-to-1 ratio after hosing with water down. It's left to soak on the coil for 10 to 15 minutes and closely auditing the coil on its damage. If you've got a new coil, you can easily do 15 minutes, but if it's an older coil, I suggest that you take it down from 10% and probably mix it at 5%. And you'd want to audit and have a good look at the coil, how it's reacting with the prep, and if you see any reaction, hose off immediately. This then is rinsed off thoroughly, and then once it's rinsed off thoroughly, once you can see no more soap or suds coming out from the bottom of the coil, turn the system on to dry. Once the system is dry, we move to the second preparation point for coating the coil, which would be Activate. Activate is mixed in at 100-to-1 ratio. So you only need a small amount for a 1 square meter soak. We're looking at 5 litres of prep or Activate. So on this at 100-to-1, we're looking at 50 mils. Whether the coil is in good or bad condition, we still keep it at that 100-to-1 ratio. And this is really passivating the surface to ensure good adhesion for the DTM coating. This is not rinsed off. I'll repeat that again. This is not rinsed off like the prep. This is left onto the coil. Once this dries, after turning the system back on, then we are ready for the DTM anti-corrosional coating to go onto the coil. We do three coats of the DTM coating. The first coat will be at 90 degrees, which is directly going onto the coil straight at 90 degrees. This is what we call the penetration coat. We are trying to get into the coil as far as possible, getting maximum penetration. The second coat will be a 45-degree angle from left to right, working our way down from top to bottom. And the third coat will be the final coat, 45-degree angle from right to left. So we've got 3 coats, which on a surface of a coil, which is quite tricky, gives us a nice uniform look. That's a good starting point for putting the coating on. For 1 litre of Coil Defender DTM product, we should get 2 square metres of surface area, coil face surface area. When we talk about coil face surface area, we're talking about coil face area of what we can see on the coil. So for 1 litre, we're getting 2 square metres of coil face area. After we have applied the DTM coat, We let it dry. Once drying and it's touch dry, turn the system on for extra drying, which will enhance the curing process, and then the whole system of applying the thing is then come to an end. You can then put back on your covers and the system is ready to operate. Thank you very much, and the training here in Sri Lanka has been